Hello my darlings, I hope you're doing very well. In today's video I'm going to be doing a Tattoo Enthusiast Reacts to video. This video is posted into my Facebook group by the lovely Jennifer, so hey, hi, hello if you're watching. But yeah, this video kind of intrigued me. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of scanned through the video a little bit because I wanted to see what the crack was, because there was a little bit of a buzz about it and I was like, oh, what's going on here? So I thought I'd like investigate a little bit and see what was going on in this video. But this video is from PK the Traveler. The video title is 11 tattoos that can get you in serious trouble, scariest tattoos and their meanings. And I was like, oh my god, what does that mean? And I know from getting tattooed for many years and hanging around tattooed people and, you know, just watching tattoo content and stuff like that, that there is certain tattoos that mean certain things, whether it is in different cultures, whether it's gang related or just, you know, simple meanings. What is one of the most popular ones? I would say like an anchor tattoo is normally meant to represent being grounded. So yeah, we're gonna just react to this video, watch it together. You know, the usual deal with my Tattoo Enthusiast reaction videos. Okay, so let's just get right on into it.
In this video, I'm gonna tell you about 11 tattoos and the real meanings that will make you think twice before getting them. Because if you do, then you could get into some serious trouble.
Oh, you can get into some serious trouble. I'm just like, whoa, okay, calm down now. Like, to me, this is making it a lot more serious than it actually is. In my opinion, it's just like, whoa. Like, if you're new to getting tattooed or you have one of the tattoos that he mentions in this video and you're kind of new to the tattoo world, like this could be kind of scary. Like if I'm looking at it with like fresh eyes, it could be kind of intimidating. Calm down, we need to talk rationally here.
I know a lot of people want crown tattoos, but whatever you do, don't get the 5-point crown tattoo. This sort of crown is only worn by the Latin Kings gang. The crown could also have the letters ALKN, which represents the almighty Latin kings and nations. Needless to say that if you get that tattoo and you're not a part of that gang, then that could definitely land you in some hot water.
With this one, to me personally, like, I totally understand what he's saying here, and I've heard that before about the crown and stuff. But like, it depends on like your location, who you are as a person. Like if you take me, for example, you're a very average girl who lives in England in a small town. The chances of me being a part of a gang are very, very small. There's just no chance of me being part of a Latin gang. Just, do you know what I mean? So it's one of those situations that if you have a 5-point crown and you're not a part of the gang and you've got no affiliation with some kind of gang, or you don't know anyone that's part of a gang, or you have no one in your immediate family or distant family that's part of the gang, like I think you're okay personally. But if you're in a place where this gang is situated, or you're affiliated with someone that knows someone that's in the gang, then okay, I totally understand this. But this, like a 5-point crown or any kind of crown tattoo, to me it's one of those tattoos that you see on, not like the gang one, but like a 5-point crown, like the one that he showed here with like the stars and stuff. To me that looks like a Pinterest tattoo, and like girls or guys have a crown tattoo that they've probably seen on Pinterest, used as inspiration or copied it, whatever, and don't have a clue about it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna say like, what, 9.5 times out of 10 a person with a crown tattoo has absolutely no affiliation with a gang. But I can understand his warning to say, hey, like, just be careful, like, this is a gang tattoo. Me giving you advice, then I would say, like, if you're watching this thinking about getting a crown tattoo, a 5-point crown tattoo, then sure, stay away from it. Like, now you know the information. But if you already have the tattoo and you're just, you know, living in a small town in England or something, it's calm. It's fine.
Number 2, cobwebs. Cobwebs on the elbow are usually associated with people doing time in prison, and not just any amount of time, but a very, very lengthy sentence. It's like being trapped and tangled in the system. The longer the web, the more time they've spent behind bars. For real criminals, you have to earn those webs. That's why it's not particularly good for the average person to have that tattoo.
Again, okay, now cobweb tattoos are huge within the tattoo industry. I'm sure maybe some of you even have a cobweb tattoo, especially on the elbow or just anywhere in general. I've seen a few people that have cobweb knee tattoos and cobwebs that are integrated with other tattoos, and it is a very popular design, and it is one of those designs that you see a lot within traditional tattooing, sort of like, you know, the American traditional style tattooing, you'll see a lot of maybe your favorite traditional tattoo artists that do cobweb tattoos. I feel like with this, again, it depends who you are as a person. I just know a lot of, you know, your everyday people that aren't criminals that have these kind of tattoos. And if you have this kind of tattoo, in my opinion, it's like, meh, you know, whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't get it covered up or whatever. You don't have to stress about it. If you're thinking about getting this kind of tattoo and that's something that would worry you, to having that kind of stigma, then sure, maybe avoid it. I just find this kind of strange. Like, I feel like it's case by case situation in something like this. So if you don't want to be maybe mistaken for someone that's done jail time, then sure, avoid it. But if you like the aesthetic of it, I would say just go for it. I might get a lot of hate for that, but like, it's not hateful or offensive. You're not taking from someone else's religion or culture. Like, it's about prison time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not the worst thing. I don't know, that's just my opinion.
Moving on to number 3. Now, neck tattoos are becoming widely popular these days, but
oh god, what is this man gonna say? What is this man gonna say about neck tattoos? Because he doesn't have one himself. I'm not a criminal. Whatever he says, I'm not a criminal. I'm not affiliated with a gang.
whatever you do, stay clear of the dagger going through the neck tattoo.
Okay. So it's just the dagger through the neck. Okay, I have definitely 110% seen a lot of these. Also, not as popular as the cobweb tattoo, but I've definitely seen a few of my favourite traditional tattoo artists do the swords through the like the neck or on the top of the shoulders kind of thing. I've seen that before and I like it. I really do like it, and I didn't know it was affiliated with anything bad until this point now. So let's see what this man has to say about the dagger.
This is probably one of the scariest things that you could possibly come across. A dagger going through the neck tattoo means that a person has committed murder in prison and is available for hire to do more of these jobs.
That has me questioning a lot of things. Again, I feel like this is situational and case by case situation. You know, you have your, like, I don't want to be like stereotypical or anything like that because I hate it myself, but you know, your average Adam that goes to a traditional tattoo artist and gets this type of tattoo, he drinks coffee every morning, he eats avocado on toast, he's a hipster, right? I've seen your average normal guy with these kind of tattoos and they probably wouldn't hurt a fly. They've never done prison time or anything like that. Back when I started getting like tattooed and stuff, there was this like huge stigma of doing research into what you get tattooed, and it has to be super meaningful, you need to Google it and make sure it doesn't mean anything else or whatever. I remember that so clearly. I have no idea if that's still a thing now because I'm way past that, and you know, I just get tattoos because I like the art. I'll see a bit of flash on a tattoo artist's Instagram and I'll just take it. I don't really think about it that much, but I remember like when you first get tattooed, it's like super scary and everyone puts that pressure on you of you have to find a tattoo with a meaning, you have to do research and all of that, which absolutely, if you still do that or if that's something that you like doing, carry on doing it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I've just like, that's just like unlocked a memory for me. I don't know, that's something that I completely forgot about, like what it was like to get your first couple of tattoos and what have you. So I'd imagine that there's a lot of Adams out here with this kind of tattoo that have absolutely no idea that this is a thing, or maybe they do. And I have seen a lot of killers on Instagram.
Suspicious.
Again, this is all sort of situation and all of that jazz, you know, like maybe Adam is at the age of 21 and has done a lot of time in prison and already killed someone in prison and all of that jazz. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Number 4, barbed wire across the forehead.
Don't you dare come for my Post Malone like that, okay? I have never heard about barbed wire tattoos before. I have a barbed wire situation on my lower like ankle area at the back. I've got like a skull and a heart that's barbed wire. I love barbed wire tattoos. Like, what is that about? My jumper also has barbed wire on it. What is going on here? That was unintentional. But yeah, I love the aesthetic of barbed wire. I don't know why. It excites me. Anyway, let's see what he's got to say about barbed wire.
To some, it could have some religious meaning, or it could mean nothing at all. But in the criminal world, barbed wire across the forehead signifies that a person has been convicted of a serious crime, and every knot on that wire represents a year that they've spent in jail.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. He did say it could be religious, which I totally understand that, because it could be like the crown that Jesus, was it Jesus? I'm not religious at all, so I will get some of this wrong. But it's like the Jesus had like thorns around his head, didn't he, on the cross? It's something like that, correct me if I'm wrong. And they said it could be nothing at all, which is the reason why I have barbed wire tattoo. I just like the aesthetic of it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys that have barbed wire tattoos also got it for the aesthetic. You like the way it looks. Another thing that he said it could be is to do with someone that's been in prison, and then each knot represents how long someone's been in prison. So that means, like, say I went into prison for 3 years, does that mean I would have like 3 knots there and then it would just stop? How do they judge this? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you go in with half a tattoo? So say like you come out of prison after 3 years and you have like a thing that stops like there, and then like you spend another 5 years, so you add it on to there, like, or do you just get it when you're done being in prison and you're just like, I'm done being in prison now? I'm confused. Anyway, again, I'm going to say with this, like I have with the others, it's such a situation thing. Like, Post Malone has the barbed wire over his forehead. He's never been in prison to my knowledge. I don't think he's done anything bad to my knowledge. He seems like one of the most wholesome people. So again, it could just be a situation thing. In my opinion, it's like spreading bad information, and to someone, like, it's one of those things, like, this has probably not happened that much, but I'd imagine someone that hates tattoos has watched this and taken everything he said and then believed absolutely everything, and now will go about, you know, pointing fingers at people that have these kind of tattoos and be like, oh, jail, oh, gang member. And it could just be you're just your everyday person that's never done anything wrong ever.
Number 5, stars. Yeah, you heard me. I said stars.
I have a star tattoo. Oh god. What have I done? What am I about to be accused of?
But in particular, stars on the knees. This pretty much means you're either a felon or a robber, and you'll never bow down to authority.
I like the never bow down to authority kind of thing. I like that. Definitely seen a bunch of people with stars on their knees, and again, they're just your everyday person that goes about their everyday life, and they just like collecting tattoos and they love the artwork.
Number 6, the notorious teardrop.
Okay, I definitely 110% heard about this. We don't really need to delve into this one too much, and I'm sure most of you guys know the meaning behind this one as well. And it basically just represents that you have killed someone, or you have it in honor of someone that has been killed and you're kind of seeking revenge, or you're out for blood basically. Again, you see a lot of like SoundCloud rappers with this now, that they're just recording music in their mum's basement kind of thing, and they've again never hurt a fly. They've done it for like an image thing, or they think it's cool. So it depends. If you've done jail time, it could be kind of scary to come across someone with a teardrop. But if you're coming across Sebastian, the guy that makes music in his mum's basement, you're gonna be fine. So I don't know why you would personally want a teardrop tattoo on you if you haven't done the crime, because there's a huge thing about it. Like, I feel like everyone knows about the teardrop tattoo, even probably your nan knows about the freaking teardrop tattoo. So that's one that I would personally always stay away from. Out of all of these, it's one that I would definitely advise people staying away from, just in case, because you don't want that, you know, like, oh, you're a murderer. Oh.
Really red flaggy, super suspicious.
Number 7, a cross on the chest. In the Russian criminal scene, having a cross on your chest is the highest rank that a Russian mob convict could possibly have.
Oh, again, I have definitely seen chest cross tattoos, mainly on guys, like that picture. I've seen it within realism and traditional mainly. And again, it could just be your average Benjamin just went to a tattoo studio and fancied a cross, or they are just religious. Again, I would imagine having that kind of tattoo when you live in Russia is probably not the best idea, but if you live in, say, England or America and you have absolutely no association with anyone in Russia or anything like that, I think you're like safe to get this kind of tattoo.
Unfortunately for you, if you have this tattoo and for some reason you end up around these people, then they're not gonna take it too lightly, because to them, you're posing as something that you're not.
So basically, if you have one of these tattoos and you go to Russia, just don't take your shirt off. All right, just stay clothed, okay?
Number 8, a clock tattoo. What? Hold on. It's not just any clock tattoos, because clock tattoos are some of the most popular tattoos in the world. But a clock with no hands is something that you might see a lot with convicts, and that pretty much represents that they're doing a very lengthy sentence.
Like, I'm picturing all of the watches I've seen, which is a lot. Yeah, without a doubt, I don't think I've ever seen one without a hand on it. So I'll take this guy's word for it, kind of deal. But again, it could be a situation thing.
Now, number 9 might come as a surprise to you because, well, it's clown tattoos.
But how many of you guys have clown tattoos? Again, it's one of those things that I see on Instagram all the time. You can't go wrong with a clown tattoo. I like a clown tattoo.
But in Brazil, clown tattoos are not taken too lightly. You see, these tattoos are extremely offensive to authority because it symbolizes that anyone who's wearing them has killed a cop before and isn't afraid to do it again and is not afraid of the consequences that comes with it. Needless to say that if you have a clown tattoo and you're in Brazil, just cover it up.
Okay, I like his delivery on this. It's much better from the beginning of the video. Again, this would be a situation thing. So your everyday person, say Janine has a clown tattoo on her leg. She's fine in England. You know, that means she likes clowns. But if Janine was to go to Brazil, that's what you have to do. You just have to cover it up and make sure it's not shown and respect the culture and the country that you're in. Simple as that. That goes for a lot of these tattoos. So again, like with the Russian one, just cover it up. With the Latin one, again, if you're in somewhere where it's Latin heavy, just cover up the crown tattoo. It's all about respect. It's like in Japan as well. I think it's changed or changing quite a bit, but tattoos are seen as quite offensive in Japan. So if I was to go, which I would absolutely love to go, I would obviously have to cover up as much as possible. I wouldn't be able to go to some places in Japan, mainly like the public baths and stuff, because you would have to cover up, and unfortunately I would have to go in like a full scuba suit because I have my hands tattooed, I have my neck tattooed, so it'd be kind of strange for me to go there. But you know, in the more popular areas or touristy areas of Japan, I know I'd be somewhat okay. But yeah, it's all about respect. That's what you can do as a person, whether it's tattoo related or not. You just got to respect the culture that you're going to. Simple.
Number 10, the shamrock tattoo. So to you, this may look like a harmless green clover that represents good luck, right? Well, not quite. Unlike the 4-leaf clover, the 3-leaf clover is worn by the Aryan Brotherhood. This is definitely a tattoo that you do not want to have if you're not in that gang yourself.
Okay, again, fair enough. I can totally understand that. Last tattoo that he showed definitely looks like a gang tattoo. You got the 666 there and you got the initials of the gang. But again, unless you're in the area of where the gang is situated and you have a shamrock tattoo, I think you're fine. The shamrocks are a very huge deal among Irish people. So if you're Irish and you have this kind of tattoo, don't feel like you're the worst person for having it or anything like that.
At number 11, we have the 3-dot tattoo and we have the 5-dot tattoo.
I have definitely seen a lot of tattoo artists and just people in general have those 3 dots. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. What does it mean?
Now, they may just seem like little dots to you, but they do have a deeper meaning. Let's start with the 3-dot tattoo. It's usually found on the hand or on the face around the eye area, and it means mi vida loca. For any of you Spanish-speaking people, did I pronounce that right? Anyways, it means my crazy life. It's not related to a specific gang, but it does represent the gang lifestyle.
Okay, fair enough. I had absolutely no idea about that. Again, with dot tattoos, I've always seen them as just dots. Like, I didn't know they had a meaning, which is kind of interesting to me. I have definitely seen a lot of people that are pretty heavily tattooed have the dots, especially the 3 by the eye. I've seen that a lot. And I just thought it was to look pretty. And it might be the case for a lot of them as well. Again, some of us just get tattooed because we like the the image or what it looks like or the aesthetic or whatever, we don't really delve that deep into it. So that could be a case for a lot of them. But maybe it could be the fact that they know that the meaning of this.
Now, when it comes to the 5-dot tattoo, it's mostly popular amongst American and European inmates. Long story short, the 4 dots on the outside represent the prison walls, while the 1 dot in the middle represents the inmate.
Okay, that's fair enough. Again, I haven't really seen that kind of like placement tattoo, the 5 dots. I've definitely seen the 3 dots though. And then that's pretty much the end of the video by the looks of things. To be honest, that was like quite an interesting video. I feel like the delivery could have been a bit better by specifying that, again, depending on the situation, who you are as a person. There's no point of being super scary about it. Like, again, with tattoos, they're permanent. So if you scare, you know, Lindsay with a 5-point crown tattoo and she lives in a small village in England, like, and that was her first tattoo, like, you can't scare her. But it's a good warning as well. Like, if you think about it, it is a good warning. So if someone is new to the tattoo world and they see this kind of video, they might think about what they get tattooed more. And it's definitely reminded me that I need to start thinking about what I get tattooed on me, because again, I will just get any old tattoo on me. Obviously, I won't ever get anything racist or homophobic, transphobic, or anything hateful on me. I know never to do that. Not that I would ever want to do that anyway, and I'm sure a lot of people are aware of. I don't know why you would ever want to do that anyway. So I think a lot of us know like the basics anyway, you know, not to get anything hateful. But the sort of like underground meaning of tattoos that we've seen in this video is kind of interesting, but again, I'll repeat myself, it's case by case situation. I would absolutely love to know your thoughts and opinions on this. Do you have any of the tattoos that this guy has mentioned? What do you feel about like the more common ones, especially the spider elbow? I'm sure a lot of you guys have that. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. But yeah, until my next video, bye.